Welcome to Chapter 7, Exercise 1. This is a vocabulary exercise. And so after reading carefully, studying the margin notes, doing your flashcards, you know the meanings of all of these words. Aperit, opens, claudit, closes, es, you are, expectat, waits for, etc. So let's give this a try. In peristilo, Aemilia, virum suum. Let's see if this works. So in the peristilum, Aemilia expectat. She waits for her husband. Let's do one more. Julia in cubiculo suo rosam ante nasum blank. Julia does something in her bedroom, a rose before her nose. So she does something to a rose before her nose in her bedroom. What does she do? Tenet. Julia in cubiculo suo rosam ante nasum tenet. Okay, let's go ahead and finish the rest of those exercises, and let's try exercise 2. Exercitium secundum covers, it's the question and answer section. So quid agunt Marcus et Quintus? What do Marcus and Quintus do? Marcus et Quintus Julium expectant. They're waiting for their dad. They're waiting for Julius. Julium expectant. So let's try one more. Estne Aemilia apud filios. Aemilia apud filios non est. And here, instead of putting filios, Orberg put eos in front with them. Aemilia is not with them. So here would be a good chance to practice that. Cover up the answer. Estne Aemilia apud filios. Aemilia apud eos non est. And so try to produce the sentence as Orberg did in good Latin style. Okay, let's try exercise 3. In exercise 3, we have to distinguish between se, which is called a reflexive pronoun, so it reflects back on the subject. So he sees himself in the mirror, as opposed to he sees him, talking about another person, he sees him, the ghost, behind him. So se just means himself, herself, and has to reflect back on the subject. And these forms, eumena just mean him and her. So let's try this first one. Julia in cubiculo suo est, ante blank est speculum. Julia is in her bedroom. The mirror is in front of her. Okay, so she's not the subject here, right? The mirror is. So it's not reflecting back. It's not herself. The mirror is in front of herself. The mirror is in front of her. Julia, here is the subject. Julia speculum ante blank tenet, et blank in speculo videt. Julia holds the mirror in front of, here we do have herself, right? Because she's the subject, she's looking at herself. Et se in speculo videt, and sees herself in the mirror. Notice the, I wanted to point out up here, suo. Even though it's a masculine form, notice that it matches cubiculo in gender, but it's her bedroom. This can be tricky because Julia is in her bedroom. It's not sua cubiculo, but suo cubiculo because of the agreement rule. Okay, so go ahead and try the rest of those exercises, and let's try exercise 4. Okay, and exercise 4 is lesson 2. So we're going to stop here. So you should go back, and if you have any trouble, remember that you should read the sections, each lesson 3 times before you try the exercises. And if you have trouble, redo the exercises and come back if you are, and then go back to the section to read again. If you don't do these exercises, the pensa are going to be that much more difficult, and you won't really retain the information when you move on to the next chapter. So follow these guidelines and do well with your lingua studies. Buona fortuna.